let's take a look. Have we started yet? Pause due to mouse over. I've never seen that before. It just said, it said just now, chat paused due to mouse over. Let's take a look. Have we started yet? Alright, I just double checked the audio. Sounds fine to me. That must be new. Must be a new feature. Anyways. So, it's been a good while since the last time I did this. I'll explain why in a moment. So, first things first, I used my amiibos when it was 3:30 in the game, and now it's 1:10 p.m. I also cooked a bunch of meat, so let's go sell them real quick. My boy telling me I need to roll. You guys don't know what that means, but I do. So, I got a couple things I want to talk about. I got one major story to tell tonight. Or today. It's nighttime for me. But I got a couple things I want to mention before that. Hey, buddy. I know it's been a while since the last time I did this. I'll talk about all that stuff in just a moment. So, I got one big story to talk about tonight. But there's a handful of things I want to talk about before we get to that. Because it's been like a week and a day since the last time I did this. And the reason for that is because last week was midterms week for college, so I had to focus solely on that. I mean, I freaking failed the hell out of one of them, but let's not talk about that. Talk about them amiibos? Yes, that's on my... I literally had, or have, a list of topics to talk about. I had to write down everything, just to make sure I don't forget. So yes, we'll talk about all those in just a moment. By the way, I do want to mention, I got a star fragment from the amiibos, so that's cool. There's one less for me to get. Because we're going to grind for a lot of those later on. So, today, what is today? Today is June 12th. It's currently 10:06 a.m. Not a.m., p.m. I'm not doing this in the morning. Alright. Oop, wrong spot. Next thing. So, we got the Zora's Monument goddamn side quest to do. I hate this one. Not because it's hard, but because it's so time-consuming. Especially the video I follow to guide me how to do this one. But I guess we'll just get this over with. So I mentioned midterms. I'm looking at my list of topics. So I almost didn't do this tonight because I almost was going to shiny hunt, but dude hosting decided not to host anymore for whatever reason. He said he might do it later tonight. So, now I'm doing this. Man, it's been a while since we've came to Zora's Domain. Yeah, give me a second. I need to find the video that I follow as a guide. So I'm kind of glad that I am doing this tonight because this is the most valid that this quick little story that isn't the main story will be. Like, this is the most valid it will be. So before that, how you guys doing tonight? I mean, I did talk to that guy, right? But why not just talk to him once more? Just to give a refresher on what it is we need to do. I don't even remember when I talked to him was. Does the audio sound good, by the way, everyone? So, to the first and one of the major topics that happened literally earlier today as of me playing, not when this is posted. So today on June 12th, the mall I work at actually had a fire. It was one of the food court restaurants on the upstairs level. Done. I've already done that. You know what? I did forget to do something since the last time I did this. I forgot to check off which side quests I have done. Because I have a whole list of them. And I check off which ones I did. I didn't check off the ones I did last time. So I'm just going to have to eyeball them. See which ones I didn't do. Oops. You know what? Never mind. I don't need to do that anyways. Don't need his explainer. Anyways, I think... So this is the video by Breadbear that I'm following. I'm pretty sure he does the stories in order. So I may as well do that as well. This is going to be annoying, but hey, that's what we're doing. So yeah, today at the mall, there was a fire. And from what I hear, a pretty big one too. Now, events have rolled to not have me at the mall while that was happening, you know. One could argue, like, that's a good thing, but I kind of wish I was there to see it. I kind of wish I was there to witness it. I know that sounds messed up, but hey, not many interesting things happen in my life. But, you know, my parents went out early. My parents went out early that day. It was just me and my sister at home preparing to go to work. Let's see, where is that monument at? There's footage if you want it. Hey, sure, maybe later. I know news websites, at least, not websites, news outlets, at least near us, have reported on it. I still have yet to look into those. Let me just take a look. You know what? This isn't even the first one. I really should have looked at this video more. So first one would be there. So back to Ruta I go. But yeah, me and my sister, we were at home in the morning. We were getting ready to go out to work, and then we both get a call from our mom saying there was a fire at the mall. Like, fire trucks and police are outside. So I'm thinking, how is this going to affect us going to work? You know, I'm thinking to myself, do we still have to go to work? Like, can we? Are we even allowed to? Like, we were at home for at least a good another hour before we actually even left the house. Which a TLDR, we did not go to work that day. We can't go to work tomorrow anyways. So it's been confirmed that tomorrow we also cannot go to work. The mall is closed, so I got tomorrow off of work as well. But yeah, I'm kind of lucky that I wasn't there. Let's see, next one is right south of us, somewhere over here. I'm sure we could just make it there on foot. So from what I hear, or what I've been told, the fire started from something with a gas line in one of the restaurants at Cook. It was something like, I don't know, maybe someone was trying to fix it or replace a propane tank, I'm not sure. All I know is it involves gas, of course. Man, I feel really bad for the owners. Like the people that worked in that little restaurant thing. What's it called? You know, when you have food courts, are they considered restaurants? Let's see, next one, if we're doing this all in order, it would be somewhere over here. Like, I ordered food from them all the time. Their food is good too, despite me finding, those food court areas a little sus at times. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of always eating at those. But when you find a good one and you trust the people, then that's when I actually like to eat from them. Like me and my family, we order from them quite often too. Damn, I feel bad for them. I really do. It's like that's your business right there. They got to deal with insurance. They got to deal with the mall management. They got to deal with fire departments and all that. They got to rebuild if they decide to stay there, if they decide not to move to another unit or location in general. And also from what I hear, it was a pretty decent sized fire too. Like it wasn't even a small flame. I didn't actually get a chance to see it, but from what I was told, like the whole mall was filled with smoke. The air was not clear. And we have our own concern because that restaurant on the food court place was directly above our unit, our store location. All right, let me see real quick where this is. I think it might be in the gap. Like this gap tooth area right here. Who would build a monument out here? There it is. So yeah, we were afraid that because, the fire department had to hose down the fire, that any kind of residual water from above would drip down onto our store, damage all the expensive machines and equipment we have. Like, that was a concern. The products that we sell, that's not a big concern. It's not a big deal if, glasses get wet. But it's the machines, that's the big concern. Those are expensive machines. You could afford, like, I don't know, a car, maybe. A cheap car with with the money spent on those machines. And keep in mind, I'm talking about one, not all the machines put together. So at least the fire was put out in a timely manner. Not too severe damage was dealt, at least to my knowledge. I have not seen what the restaurant looks like, so I can't say for certain how damaged that part of the mall is. But yeah, it was actually nice. I didn't mean it that way. It was nice to know that people actually cared about me, but because a lot of my friends, when they heard about this news, like they know I work at the mall, when they heard about this news, a lot of people contacted me. A lot of people asked me, "Yo, you okay? I heard the news. Like there was a fire in your mall. Are you okay?" So, that was nice. Nice to know people actually care about me out there. I was amazed. I didn't think anyone... Well, I didn't actually think this at all. I didn't consider it. I didn't expect anyone to actually reach out and be like, "Yo, man, you okay?" What the hell just fell? Oh, those are frogs. I want them. Dang, there's a lot of it. A lot of animals here. Oh, I thought that was one. And when I mean a lot of people reached out. That's nice, Maybe one day if I get shot or whatever and I land in the hospital, it won't just be my family that's concerned over me. At least there's people out there. I wonder who made these monuments. Next one. Wait, get rid of this first. Alright, I think that's enough. We should move on to the next topic, because I do have a whole list of things to talk about. Next one is the one I tried to go to first, the one next to Ruta. Hey buddy, you just arrived right after I talked about the fire at the mall. Did you hear about the news? Like, there was a fire at the mall I work at. Luckily, I wasn't there when it happened. I was actually preparing to go. Wait, what? Yeah, there was a fire at the upstairs food court. Like, earlier this morning. It was right as I was preparing to go to work. And then we got a call, like, there was a fire, so we can't go in. We weren't even allowed to enter the entire building. Just to check on anything. From what I heard from my parents, the only reason you are allowed to enter the mall is if you had your store opened and you're allowed to enter to close the store. That's the only reason you're allowed in. Where is this next monument? Ah, there it is. This is number 6 out of 10. Look at that, the Sage Princess Ruto from Ocarina of Time. Glad you're not dead? I'm glad too. You know, I'm still shiny hunting. I'll talk about that in a second. But yes, my progress in shiny hunting is one of the topics I want to update you guys on, but that'll be a little later because I have other things I want to talk about. So how do I get there? I guess fly there. So next thing on my list is Black Widow. So minor spoilers, just in case. I'm not going to spoil any big details. Just give an overall feel of the movie. So I was going to play this game last night, but I ended up watching Black Widow instead. You know, my sister's boyfriend came over and we just watched the film together. I pointed out any Easter eggs, references, and callbacks that he may have not picked up. Of course, I noticed them immediately. Like, I don't think it's a spoiler, at least not that big, for me to say that Taskmaster is bitterly disappointing. I do not like what they did with Taskmaster. It's like the most wasted potential I've ever seen. With such a great villain too. What is that over there? I see some sparkling. Ooh, what's a rock doing here? I know it's not a Korok. Hit Ori of the Zor, part Sven, the Ro, who defeated the little as to but King Dorephan. Was it? I am not even gonna finish that. The Zora Helm. And did someone write down Zora Helm in blue? Is that bolded? It just looks like a tournament to me. It looks like people are about to fight and move down the tournament. But yeah, Black Widow, I've seen a lot of people online say this, and I agree with this, that we should have gotten a Black Widow film years ago. Like, it's a little too late for a Black Widow film, especially because we know the fate of the character. You having trouble reading? I just heard major stuttering. That clearly indicates you did not take a look. You did not see the screen. Yeah, I get it. You're just having me on as background noise because I'm just traveling around the map reading monuments. But yeah, a lot of people agree. Like, I agree with a lot of people, I should say, that we did indeed get this Black Widow film way too late. And I don't mean because of the pandemic the pandemic setbacks, like the delays. I'm talking about when they actually decided to make a goddamn Black Widow film. This film would have been appropriate in Phase 2. Maybe late Phase... Maybe Phase 3 as well. Because this film does take place immediately after Civil War. And I mean immediately. I don't think anything takes place between those two films. Like, there's nothing else in those two films. Ooh, I see a lot of mushrooms I can take. Where's that water coming from, anyways? It only barely looks like there's a hole there for the water to flow out of. Ooh, I see a Korok. Wait, you stay right there. There we go. I wonder if we will get Black Panther 2. What do you mean, wonder? We are getting Black Panther 2. It's just the story is going to be drastically different. Okay, yes, you did say Black Panther 2, not Black Widow 2. I just have to double check. I said all that out loud, and I thought, wait, did he say Black Panther or Black Widow? No, you did say Black Panther. I imagine, this is besides the point, but I imagine if we were to get a Black Widow 2, it would follow Yelena Belova. You get away from me, Wizrobe. I'm looking at where the next one is. So next one is up here. Right at the base of Ploymus Mountain. I think somewhere over here. Or maybe here. Quickest way would be just to go and swim up that waterfall. Yo, I absolutely love in the film how Yelena just completely talks smack about the way Natasha hero poses whenever she lands. There's one scene where that gets paid off, and everyone watching the film with me laughed. I did too. I chuckled. You know, throughout the whole film, my sister could not stop saying, "No wonder she's done after this," because we all know Scarlett Johansson is done as Black Widow after this. For now, we don't know if she wants to come back for another film. We don't know if she's gonna cameo. For now, all we know is her contract is over and she's done. Her character's freaking dead. And they told her backstory in her own solo film. So yeah, it looks like she's pretty done to me. Like, my sister just wants her to continue. But she knows this is her last appearance. So the whole film, she could not stop saying, "No wonder she's done." And she was watching the film too. She was like, "There's so much action sequences, like so much fight choreography. That's a lot of work. No wonder she's done after this." You know, I was kind of thinking to myself, wouldn't it be easier? No, wait. Wouldn't this be easier than, say, you know, doing action sequences in front of a green screen and a bunch of CGI? Because at least if you're fighting an actual actor, you know what's coming. Oh, I tried to get that fish. But if you're fighting in front of a green screen and a big CGI creature, then you just have to use your imagination and look absolutely ridiculous, flailing your arms without any special effects. Overall, Black Widow was a decent film. It was a good film. There was nothing stellar about it. It wasn't groundbreaking. You know, I give it like a 7 out of 10. Of course, you know, when I was watching this, my family would not shut up, so I could barely hear the character moments. So in 3 months, when this becomes free on Disney Plus, I'll rewatch it. Can you guys hear my dogs barking? I don't know what's going on outside. There, the game is quiet. Now you can surely hear them. So, next topic on my list is appropriately Loki. So, right now, as I'm playing this, we only got 5 episodes of Loki, 5 out of 6, and I am excited for this finale. Out of all 3 Disney Plus shows, I enjoyed Loki the most. Loki is by far the best. It's free on other sites? Yeah, that's what I did. I watched the torrented version of Black Widow. But when Black Widow becomes free on Disney Plus in 3 months, I'll rewatch it. Now, I didn't pay for Disney Plus. Like I said, my sister's boyfriend's family did. They got the yearly plan, so he just shared his account with me, which, thank you for that. So that's how I have Disney Plus. Where is this monument? But yeah, have you guys seen Loki? What do you guys think of it? I think it's fantastic. Like the most recent episode, episode 5, the CGI looked crisp. It looked incredible. Yo, in episode 5, some of the comic book Easter eggs almost made me shed tears of joy, because, you know, they're just love letters to people who know the comics like I do. And it's like, I never thought they would ever do this in any capacity in the MCU because of how ridiculous it is. And then there it is. I see it on screen, and it just amazes me that they actually did it. Alright, finally, last monument. I've been doing this for almost 30 minutes. This one singular side quest took me this long. I do not like this side quest. Great, now I gotta swim up the waterfall again. Come on, let's hurry up and get through these topics so I can tell the main story. So, just before I started playing this, I watched Lucifer. Like, I finally finished Season 5. I've been putting it off for months. I had 3 episodes left, and I just finished the final 3 episodes today. Gotta say, very good. I like it a lot. Damn, the second last episode actually had me pretty emotional, too. Fantastic acting, by the way. Especially in that episode. Hey, Sidon, what's going on? You know, the friends meetup hangout story I'm about to tell kinda had this. You know, me looking up at some really tall dudes. I'll talk about that in a sec. How tall do you think Sidon is? 7, 8 feet? I don't know. How tall is Link? Now, I don't want to sound like, you know, one of those anime junkies or whatever. Oh yeah, I've also maxed out on arrows from the amiibos. I got a bunch of ice and shock arrows from the amiibos. Where am I going? I am heading the ultra wrong direction. Can I just... No, I don't think I can Rivali's Gale up there. If I had 2, maybe. But let's just make it to the waterfall. When are you gonna fight the final boss? Oh my god, not for a very long time. At the pace I go, I'm doing everything before I finish the game. As in, finish the story, do the final boss. I'm not even done the side quests yet, let alone the 900 Koroks. I still have every armor piece to upgrade to max. I gotta collect all the materials I don't have to do that. I still got the goddamn compendium. Then again, I've decided that maybe I'll just, you know, not do that legit and just buy everything, because I can. That's a much faster, I'll be a cheater, more cheater way to do it. But hey, the game gives you that option, you may as well do it. So let me think, I still got the side quest, 900 Koroks, armor upgrades, I still got the goddamn DLC I haven't done yet. I've seen the final boss and it's so cool. Welp, you're not gonna see that for quite some time. I tell you what. Don't worry, this is the last monument, wherever it is. Last one, then we can move on to something else. Where is it? Where is this, actually? I hope I didn't go below it. Look at Link defy all physics and actually be able to climb this very slippery looking surface. Like, it looks like it has no grip. But yeah, I'm finally done Lucifer. It took me, what, 3 months since it came out? Yes, I am ashamed. I am ashamed it took me so long. But, as long as I've got it done, I can finally watch Boba Talk's, like, his hour-long review of the season, or the second half. So anyways, next topic I have written is shiny hunting. So let me guys give you an update on my shiny hunting progress. I don't remember what the last update was. It's been quite some time. So I'll just start with Swords of Justice and move up. Because I feel like I updated you guys on Cobalion, but I don't remember what else. So, long story short, Cobalion took me... I encountered Shiny Cobalion 8 days after beginning hunting it, and then I failed it. Then I got it back the next day, and then when it came to Shiny Terrakion, 4 days later I encountered it, and I failed it. But then, I got it back the next day. It's like, what the hell? The 3 Shiny Legendaries I have failed in this game, I somehow got all of them back the following day. And then you know what though? What's funny for Verizon? Not Verizion. Watch the damn movie. The name is pronounced Verizon. Like Verizon. Verizon Mobile? What's the damn company called? Whatever. So, you know, that night, I thought to myself, like, I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. Tell me someone knows where that quote came from. I dreamt, literally the night before, that I would get Shiny Verizon at, like, 399 encounters. Like, I would not have the Pokedex say, battled 999 times. Because that's what I've been doing. I've been KOing the damn Pokemon 1,000 times before I do the quicker method, which is not to, and just run away. So, my dream kind of came true. I did not have to encounter it 1,000 times. It wasn't 399, it was more like 265-ish. Bruh, the anime said Arceus 3 different ways, so don't trust them. Well, I understand that. The anime said Regice and Regice. The way I take away from it is, if there's 2 different ways to pronounce it, like, the official anime has multiple ways to pronounce it, then you can decide which one to choose from. So I can choose from Regice or Regice. I choose Regice. That does not mean Regice is incorrect. I just prefer or choose Regice. So I say Verizon. I don't know if the anime ever said Arceus. or Rayquaza, which are hella wrong. Unless I'm wrong and they did say it at some point. Anyway, so yeah, I got Shiny Virizion the next day after Terrakion, and, you know, my curse was lifted. The trend did not follow of me failing every sort of justice and get it back the next day. I caught Shiny Virizion the first try. Well, not first Pokeball, like the first encounter. Yo, why is this guy not shutting up? Huh? Okay. He keeps on saying the same thing, so I must have missed one. Rutala Dam. Didn't I what? I have one left? God damn it. Now I have to... I don't even know which one I missed. So now I gotta scroll back and actually check. Oh, God. I don't know which one I checked. Like, which one out of the 10 I've been to. He said Rutala Dam, so if I have that on the map, I can narrow it down. Rutala Dam. Rutala Dam, here. So which one here did I miss? I mean, there's only one at the dam. I just need to figure out where the location is. Stupid ads on YouTube. Anyways. So after Virizion, you know, I began hunting Tornadus. And then the next day, I shit you not, at like 3 a.m., I got it. It was more like 3:22 a.m., because I remember. But yeah, I got Shiny Tornadus the next day. At like 3 in the morning. So the one here is over here-ish. This was number 6, by the way. The monument's 6 out of 10. So, accommodate that into the story as you wish. And then, I kid you not, like, I went to bed after getting Shiny Tornadus. The next morning, I woke up. I was preparing for work. I'm like, you know what? I'll just do an online Thundurus while I get ready, because why not? I shit you not, the first fucking encounter was Shiny Thundurus. It was the first time in my life I had ever gotten not only a shiny first encounter, but it was a shiny legendary first encounter. It was Thundurus. And also, not only was it the first encounter shiny, it was also the first time in my life I had ever gotten 2 shinies from Dynamax Adventures. Which honestly sucks, because you have to pick one or the other. You cannot keep both. But obviously I chose Thundurus. So, RIP to that shiny Piloswine. Which, by the way, that clip is uploaded. It's a 30-second clip. Like, there's no commentary. You don't hear me say anything. But you can, like, you can just kind of slide in between the gaps. Like, you see my brain process and begin to overload. Like, what do I do? Oh my god, what just happened to me? So after Shiny Thundurus was Shiny Reshiram. I got that the following day at like 10 p.m. And then, almost 24 hours, I got Shiny Zekrom. It was like 11 p.m. The next day, I got Shiny Zekrom. And then, the following morning, you know, I got Shiny Landorus. Landorus is one of the hardest hunts in the game. I honestly didn't find it that hard. But hey, it was also a really quick hunt, so I got really lucky. So after I got done Zekrom, I started immediately doing Landorus. Like, I was doing some online raids. And then the next morning, once again, as I was preparing for work, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna not have Wi-Fi in the car, so let me see if I can get a good solo path. Just, you know, just in case. And the first path I got was really good. It's not like I remember what's in the path anymore. But I thought this is a good path. I'm gonna reset this path. And then the first solo run I did, I got Shiny Landorus. So there goes all my shiny luck, cause it then took me 4 days to get Shiny Kyurem. And that was yesterday, on the 11th, on June 11th. So now I'm hunting Xerneas. Alright, we're finally done this stupid long-ass side quest. Took me 40 minutes. We'll do this one. Franck. Franck asked me for this. You know, I probably didn't need to go to the tower. I could have gone to the shrine. I think that's actually ideal. But anyways. So yeah, now I'm shiny hunting Xerneas. Let me chalk down, like, the timeline for you guys. So on June 4th, 3:22 a.m., I believe, was shiny Tornadus. The following morning, maybe 10, 11 a.m.-ish, was shiny Thundurus. June 5th, 10-something p.m., was shiny Reshiram. June 6th, maybe 11 p.m., was shiny Zekrom. And then June 7th, sometime in the morning, I got shiny Landorus. But I got really lucky those 4 days. And then I got really unlucky the next 4 days, because it took me that long to get shiny Kyurem. But that's enough shiny hunt update. Let's move on. So, since the last time I played this, Nintendo revealed the Switch OLED model, which, how does Nintendo come up with these names? Is it like OLED? But because there's an O in front of it, people just say OLED and not, you know, not just LED. If it was just called LED Switch, would people actually call it LED Switch? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it being called OLED. It's an OLED screen. That's actually a thing. Look, I don't know much tech stuff. Is there actually a screen called OLED screen? Like a type of screen? OLED is a type of screen. Okay, then that makes sense. You would think after all the videos I've seen break down the trailer, I would realize that, but nope, I'm not that smart. Hey, wait, why is my spin attack not working? I'm not crazy about the design. You know, us Nintendo fans, we only got ourselves to blame when it comes to, you know, all these leaks, rumors, all this shit saying, oh, we got a Switch Pro announcement, or not announcement. We got a Switch Pro leak here. You know, 4K screen, improved graphics, all that other stuff. I'm totally not looking up where the side quest is, because I don't really remember. Totally not doing that. I mean, the new adjustable stand is nice. Like we all know, the stand on the Switch, the current model for the Switch, is atrocious. It's on the other side of I'm on the wrong side of the island. That's what it is. Like, I don't even use that stand. I use an actual external stand to prop up my Switch. Or I just lie flat on the table and I look down. I turn my neck down to look onto my table just to look at my Switch, because I mostly play in handheld mode. Unless I'm doing this, of course. Oh, for God's sake. Give me a second. I need to reply to someone. There we go. Okay, replied. Alright. Am I gonna buy the Switch? Probably not. Like, I don't see a use for it. But that's coming from the guy who still plans to buy the red Nintendo Switch, mostly because it's red. Hey, 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 talk to me, lady. Franck? Like, this Switch is not really an upgrade. if you already own a Switch. Maybe it's an upgrade if you have a Switch Lite. Now, I do have only one more side quest here, like uncompleted, that I have right now. But I want to do one thing before I do this one. And I probably should have looked up this video sooner. Okay, I gotta look at the map for this. So I need to go... where is it? Somewhere up here? I think yeah, somewhere over here in this wildland. Somewhere over there. I'm just doing something that's totally unnecessary, but I do it anyways. Because I want to. So, you know, I don't plan on buying the Switch. It's like, what, $70 additional here in Canada? Like $70 more expensive than the original? I'd rather just buy another regular Switch that is a color I like, rather than an OLED screen. I mean, yeah, a slightly bigger screen would be nice, but I'm not paying full price plus more just for that. I mean, I think the only other additional upgrade is, like, double the memory space. I think that's it. I don't think anything else was changed, like, in terms of the components or the internal systems. I don't think anything else was changed. So yeah, I guess that's my thought on the OLED screen. Not OLED screen, OLED Switch. I hit the wrong button just now. What do you guys think of the OLED? Oh, there's a bloopy here. Yeah, give me the money to pay for that OLED screen. I'll pick those up in a sec. Let me get the ones that are up top first. I mean, the white Joy-Cons are nice at least. I hope they're sold separately, because I don't want to buy an entire system just for a certain color of controllers. Now, I do need to double check where exactly on the map this is. I think I need to be a little higher. I hope I'm going the right way. I hope I'm in the right spot. Oh no, I'm way too low. I need to be somewhere up here. Cool upgrade for people who don't have a Switch though. Yeah, that's about it. For people who have not purchased a Switch yet, like, now you can have a better version. So I need to look closely here. I don't think I see the one I'm looking for. Damn it. Another one of you? If you got the red Nintendo Switch and then a new limited edition Legend of Zelda Switch is released, would you buy it? Would you really buy a fourth Switch just cause limited edition Zelda theme? You goddamn right I would. I would, and you know I would. Like, come on, the two simple words, limited edition, you know that's already got me sold. Like, insert the shut up and take my money meme. Crap, I don't think I see what I'm looking for here. Unless I'm still not in the right spot, which it looks like I am based on this video. Maybe I gotta respawn, and then what I'm looking for will appear. I mean, this isn't the only location. There's other places I can do this. So, I got one last topic to talk about, and then we'll get into the big story time. So, today I'm playing this on a Monday night. So, this Friday is July 16th. Which means this Friday, Skyward Sword HD comes out for the Switch. And oh boy, I'm excited. Nintendo is really hyping up this game. They are advertising the hell out of this game. You know me, I'm a big fan of Zelda games, and I absolutely love Skyward Sword. It's a goddamn shame that not a damn soul on this planet actually played the damn game. It's like I'm the only person on this entire planet that gave the game a chance and actually enjoyed it. You know, I was talking with people on Discord, and even they didn't play the game. Like, just random people who I was talking to who were also Zelda fans. They didn't play the game either. It's like, God damn it, people. Why did nobody play this game? You know, I saw this meme on Twitter. It was the space meme. It was like, wait, Skyward Sword is actually great, and then the other astronaut was aiming the gun at him from behind, as it always has been. Now, is that what I'm looking for? It might be. I need to get a look at the front though. This Friday, restaurants are opening for indoor dining. That's gonna relate to the story I'm about to tell. Ah, no, this is not the horse I'm looking for. Well, great. Now I'm just riding on a wild horse. That's not the horse I'm looking for. Unless it is, and I'm totally screwing up right now. I don't think it is. The coat looks black. Yeah, that's a black coat. I'm looking for a brown coat one. All right, let me go to another video and see where else there is. So over at the giant forest over here. I said over here. There it is. Like over at this spot might have what I'm looking for. Or rather who I'm looking for. So yeah, this Friday, Skyward Sword HD comes out. I am so hyped for this game. I love this game so much. I am more than happy to... well, I'm not more than happy, but I am indifferent on spending full price for a game I technically already own. Like, I could go boot up my Wii and play this game anytime I want. But it would be nice to have this game on mobile. Like, I can bring my Switch out and play this game anytime I want. Even though, let's be honest, all my time's gonna go into shiny hunting. At least this game, Breath of the Wild, doesn't have any annoying-ass mini-games that are necessary. Because in Skyward Sword, oh boy, there is one mini-game that is so annoying, like so difficult. I never beat it. I never bothered. I never got all 20 heart containers. I just beat the game with 19 heart containers every time. But that's going to change. When I get my hands on this game, I will finally beat that damn mini game. So now I'm here. I'm just looking for some horses. There's some horses, but are any of them the ones I'm looking for? I need a good look before I decide. I think that one might be the one I'm looking for, but I need to be sure. Damn it. You guys have no idea what I'm doing. I'll explain it all in a moment. What? You bastard! Man, look what you did. You startled the horses. So yeah, this Friday the game comes out. I already have it ordered. So it's gonna ship to my house as long as I open the door and answer the mailman. So what I'm going to try to do this Friday is I'm gonna try to get to the mall really early so I can try to get my hands on the Zelda and Skyloft amiibo plus the Zelda Joy-Cons, because damn, those are some beautiful products. And of course, being the idiot that I am, I'm gonna try to get 2 of each. I'm gonna try to get 2 amiibos and 2 sets of Joy-Cons. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not, you know, getting my hopes high that I will be able to. All right. I think this is the horse we're looking for. I just have to double check. This might not be actually. Crap, I don't think this is. Damn it, this is not the horse I'm looking for. The horse I'm looking for, you know, the mouth and face area is not white like this. The whole body, except for the legs, like the bottom of the legs, I don't want to say feet. Like the whole coat is brown with a black mane except for the bottom, which is white. So this is not the horse I'm looking for. Watch it be 1 per person, then I'll just get one of you guys too. Because, you know, I did, for people who are watching this, like I do have friends going with me that day to try to help me, which much appreciated. Besides, last time, when the Snake amiibo came out, my sister went to get that for me because I think I was in class. Like, of course, Snake is my main. He was my first ever main in Smash, so I wanted 2 amiibos. And the people at the store, they were willing to. They just said to be, you know, in order to be fair, you have to line up at the back of the line and try to get a second one. Like otherwise, you could just be like, I'll take your entire stock. And that's not fair. So if it is 1 per person, maybe they'll say the same thing again. Like if you want to try to get a second one, you have to go to the back of the line. I know I'm not even doing any side quests right now, but there's something I want to do before I do that side quest. Get out of my way. Something I want to do before I do that side quest. And if it's because if I don't, then I'll have to do something in game that I really don't want to do. Even though I could get it fixed right away, I just simply don't want to do it. Any of these horses right? I don't think so. Damn it. You know, I think I might move on to a different side quest, and I'll just save this horse one for next time. Do you have to ask them to buy the new amiibos? Isn't it on the shelves? No. No, that's the issue with Canada and you know, release dates and shipping. Like more and more recently, like these recent few years, um, the shipments for amiibos, they don't come on time. So we have to wait in store for whenever they get the shipment during the day. And whenever they do get it, more than likely losers like me who well, not scalp. Losers like me who are obsessed with these kind of things, they immediately buy it all up. So they don't even have a chance to put it on the shelves. Let's see. Do I have From the Ground Up? I do not. I think that's Terrytown. From the Ground Up might be Terrytown. I think I want to save that for its own video. Do I have A Parent's Love? I don't think I do, so let's take a look at that one. A Parent's Love. Man, we haven't even done Terrytown yet. That's a long time coming. Oh boy, I think I know which one this is. I think, yeah, I can't even do A Parent's Love. Because that's in Terrytown. How about Hobbies for the Rich? Also Terrytown. I don't have Terrytown yet. Hylian Homeowner? I guess I could do Hylian Homeowner. I think I've been putting that one off for long enough. I can't believe I haven't done this yet. Wait, but the... Oh boy, what just happened? Okay, my computer froze for a split second there. Did you guys see that on your end? Like, did you guys see the stream freeze for a second? Yeah, you did. I see it. Yeah, I saw it too. I saw a green screen. Oh man, it's nighttime though. I need it to be daytime. Luckily, there's always a fire here. Which this fire, no matter what, unless it rains, cannot be destroyed. I'm pretty sure, like, do ice weapons even put this out? Yeah, it does. It just can't be destroyed is all. So anyways, yep, that's about all I have to say, I think. Oh, we haven't seen a blood moon in quite a while. The last time a blood moon happened was in between recordings when I was using my amiibos. Wait, I want my Master Sword back. The mall opens at 11, yeah. But you know, it's not like they unlock their doors precisely at 11 to let the customers in. The mall opens around 11, I would say. Maybe 10:30 we're still allowed to enter the mall, but the stores haven't opened yet. Anyways, I'm still gonna get there as early as I can. Even if I have to stay outside the mall, I will. Because I don't want to take chances, especially not for these ones. Because, damn, this Joy-Con and this amiibo just look that fantastic. Alright, where's Hudson? Is that his name? Is he inside? Where is he, actually? Don't tell me I need to finish Terrytown for this as well. Yo, Carson, where's Hudson? Oh, man. Let me just make sure. Do I really need Terrytown for this? I don't think so. I just need to find Hudson. Not wait. I need to find Hudson. Where is Hudson? Well, I just need to look that up real quick. Alright, so let me actually move on to the damn story. The story that actually is important. Oh, Hudson's just around the corner. Or at least he should be. You're not Hudson. So anyways, yeah, let me tell the story. So this happened not even a week ago. So this happened just shy of a week ago for me. So my boy hit me up. He was like, yo, me and some of the middle school homies, we're gonna, you know, go meet up for dinner or whatever. He was like, you want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure. Who else is going? Oops. So he said 2 friends. There he is. Wait, you're Bolson. You're not Hudson. So I asked him who's going. He's like, you know, 2 of our best friends from middle school and these people. I'm like, ooh, you're saying those 2 are going? Cause I was not that popular back in middle school. Matter of fact, a lot of people downright hated me. I'm not a very likable person, just in general. I'll pay. Anyways, what this guy is saying is they're tearing down this house because the homeowner, you know, presumably died in the calamity 100 years ago. 30 bundles of wood. Done. So he told me there's a potential for these 2 people to come to dinner with us, and I'm like, those 2? Yeah, they don't really like me. So he wants 3,000 rupees, quite a discount from 50,000, and 30 bundles of wood. So, gee, I don't know. I think I just scraped the barrel for 3,000 rupees. What do you guys think? I think I have just enough, and just enough pieces of wood. It's cutting it short, but I think I might have enough. But yeah, you have to let this guy go and sit down first. So for the following night, by the way, he told me this dinner meetup was happening tomorrow, like the next day. Here's your 30 pieces of wood. Yep, I got me I almost said 30. 3,000 rupees, here you go. Amiibos helped out a lot. So he kept on trying to convince me for the rest of the night to come out to dinner with these 2 guys who might show up. You know, we were discussing how, yeah, these guys don't like me. But then he kept trying to tell me, like, come on, man, that was when we were kids in middle school. You know, we're grown-ups now. We can overlook the past. You know, stuff like we can forgive or forget things that we've done in the past. Don't let the past. I asked Hudson to clear some. Yep. So I need to talk to Hudson. Yes, I did just buy this house. Oops. So I ended up deciding to go anyways because he was like, don't let the past come in the way of making potential new and good memories, even if those 2 guys show up. And he kind of was pretty stern, like, you're going. I'm gonna pick you up tomorrow at like 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. ish. Man, why does this guy's hair look like a chocolate candy? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Damn, I love that little piano sound. Or music. I love the music, like the piano music moments in this game. But anyways, so I decided to go. He told me he was going to pick me up at 7:30. So the next day came. So we were all going to go out for dinner that night. What's actually interesting is, by the way, I bought this house. So I own this house now. But you can see this house is pretty bare bone. There's not even an interior. Like, there's nothing. Well, when I say interior, I mean there's nothing here. It's an empty house. So you have to pay him to renovate for you. I believe, you know, you have to pay him like 1,000 rupees total, maybe? Maybe. But like 900, I think. No, wait. No, not 900. Way more than that. I'll be taking everything. So what's interesting about the place we were going to was right outside the mall I work at. It's like not even a 5-minute drive. But here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing though. It's like we close work at like 6, maybe 6:30. So the ideal thing would be just, you know, close the shop, sit there, and wait for him to come pick me up an hour-ish later. But no, what he told me to do was go home so I can pick you up there, and then I'll drive you out to the restaurant. Because, let me remind you guys, I don't have my license yet. But he does. So this dude wanted me to go home so he can pick me up and basically drive me back to where I just was, plus like a street down. Okay, if you insist. The reason he wanted to do that though was because it would be a longer car drive than instead of like not even the 5 minutes it would take from me being at my workplace. Like he wanted, you know, a nice long drive so the two of us can chat and catch up in person. We talk on Discord all the time, but it's not the same. So, you know, he picked me up at 7 p.m. instead of 7:30, but that's fine. We actually went to the wrong place. The guy doesn't know the area as much as I do because I work in that area. So he went to the wrong little plaza area. I'm like, bruh, this is not the right place. The place we're going is down the road. Because of course I would know. I know that place by heart, or that area. So we arrived there. So our other friends haven't arrived yet. And, so we waited there for like maybe 15-20 minutes for the rest of our friends to show up. While we were there, like we were just browsing around, walking around. The restaurants were all outdoor because that's the level of restrictions we have right now. We're only allowed outdoor dining. And, you know, my instincts were flaring up. My evolved, trained instincts during these pandemic times are like, you better, stay your ass away from all these people chit-chatting without the damn mask on. My instincts were telling me this is a bad idea. You about to sit down with no mask on, surrounded by so many other people without masks on, just talking super loudly and spitting everywhere. Man, that's a death sentence right there. But, you know, it was too late to bail. We were at dinner with the friends. It's like, well, too late to bail now. But like I mentioned, there were two guys that potentially could have came with us who did not like me in the slightest. Now, that's 2 people. Back in middle school, there was 3 people who absolutely could not stand me. So, you know, the 2 guys that didn't like me almost came, and the 1 girl, I don't think she was included in the slightest. But had she shown up, had these 3 people showed up, I would have bounced. I would have been out of there. I'm like, nah, I'm dipping, man. I'm bolting out of here. This ain't like this ain't the life I do. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Hey. Oh.
But only one of the three holy people, like the holy trinity of people who did not like me, showed up. You know, I only got one piece of the Triforce and not the other two. I only got a third of the trio. And, you know, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. I thought, you know, I had expectations like the night would be dampened. I wouldn't talk to this guy much. Like, it would not be a pleasant experience because this guy who me and him have bad blood in the past. Like, there was tension between us in the past. Like, I thought that would dampen our night. But I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. We had a good time. We acted friendly towards each other. Like, there was no bad tension. We didn't actually mention anything like that the two of us were feuding over or whatever. Like, we didn't really get along back then. We didn't really talk at all. He didn't like me, and I didn't really like him. But, you know, what my friend said was right. We've grown. We've changed. Is this guy wearing one? Oh, okay. I thought he was wearing one pointy golden shoe, but no, that's just the end of my bow. So yeah, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong about this being a bad experience because people who didn't like me in the past were showing up. Granted, only one person who didn't like me showed up. But yeah, we had a good time. We caught up. Even prior to that, I was like, what the hell are we gonna talk about? Because, you know, my boy who drove me, he was like, the last time we met up, like, the two people who you claim don't like you that much, they actually asked about you. They were like, yo, how's he doing? You know, I want to catch up with him. I'm like, shut your lying ass up. No way they asked about me. Oh, by the way, let me just show you guys. Let me just show you guys what I've been doing this whole time. So what they just installed were these 9 things here. So what you can do is whatever you have on you, you can display it. Obviously, you cannot display the Master Sword. So I am going to display this. Because I can only get one of those again in the whole game, so I don't want to use this and cause any kind of damage. I'll display this for now, why not? And one of these, yeah, I'll display this, because, you know, these shields can't respawn. In terms of here, you can display bows. I'm going to display this. I'll display this. And I'll display this. And finally, here, you can display weapons. I don't really have weapons I want to display right now. I could probably display one of these. I'll display the most flimsy one. I'll display the light scale trident, and I'll display one of these. Not bad. Now, yeah, like, he told me they actually asked about me, and I'm like, man, what do they possibly want to talk with me about? He was like, just want to catch up, see what you've been up to since we last met. So the dude that showed up, you know, I haven't spoken to him since the first year of high school. The other guy who potentially could have came but didn't, I didn't speak with him since the final year of middle school. Let me think. That was 4 or 5. That was maybe 6 to 7 years ago since I last spoke or even saw him. Well, I'm actually surprised these guys even wanted to talk to me. Well, I thought, you know, we would never speak to each other again. And I kid you not, I was the shortest and thickest guy in the group. That did not make me feel, you know, like insecure at all. Like the guy that, you know, I didn't like before, when he showed up, I knew he was taller than me. I knew he was tall, but he got more tall. He was even taller than the last time I saw him. Man, that's embarrassing. Man, it is a tough world out there if you're short like me. Well, a lot of people call me average height. I don't know what average height is, actually. I might be. But when you surround yourself with tall people like I do, it's, you know, it's degrading. You know, it's demoralizing. I have a handful of friends who are shorter than me, and, you know, I envy them. Is envy the right word? I also sympathize with them because a lot of people clown on me for my height as well. And yeah, I'm totally insecure about my height. Now, before anyone asks, what the hell even is your height? So I got a friend who told me, like, he is 5'7", and he's taller than me. So, you know, by basic math and basic common sense and general knowledge, that means I am not 5'7". That means I'm lower. I'm 5'6" in some way. I'm 5'6.5" if I'm lucky. Some people might say that's average. Some people might call me short. Some people might say both. You're an average short height, whatever. Listen to these guys go grunt and be crazy over planting me some flowers. It's the exact same sound effect. So we met up. We were friendly to each other. We sat down for dinner. We had like, I think, Korean food. It's like that pork bone soup or whatever. You know, one of my best friends from middle school, when he showed up, I asked the dude who drove me. I'm like, yo, when's he showing up? He was like, he's right there. I'm like, oh, that's him. He even approached me. We even fist bumped too. I thought it was a friend of that guy who I don't know, but he was just being nice. Like, I didn't recognize him. He got a tattoo since the last time I saw him, and his hair was much longer because he just can't get a haircut. So I didn't recognize him. I'm like, oh shit, it's you, dude. I didn't even recognize you. I felt so embarrassed. Even more than I was. So we ended up walking around for like maybe 20 minutes waiting for a seat. And then we finally sat down and ordered our food. You know, we caught up. We talked about school. We talked about what we're into now, what we're doing, what our plans are, all that stuff. We just caught up. And surprisingly, me being the thickest dude, I actually ate the slowest. Yeah, I paid you, what, a fortune just now. Man, you earned a paycheck today. Don't expect any tips, by the way, because you earned quite enough. Hey, you did a good job, though. Appreciate all the work you do, man. It took me almost 50 streams, but I finally did this deed that took basically an eternity. I finally have Link's house completed, too. Like, it's embarrassing this took me this long. But yeah, this is Link's house. Let me just get some apples from my own backyard tree. Ooh, Master Sword's running low. I should probably go recharge that. Always a sludge hammer there for you. You know, now I don't have to always end the video on like at Kakariko, I can end it here too. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to sleep to heal myself. I'm going to sleep until. You know what? Yeah, sleep until morning. You know, I'm still surprised that you cannot upgrade your bed to a soft bed. Because the inns in the game, they have the soft bed option, and those give you yellow hearts. I'm surprised your own house cannot give you yellow hearts. But it's whatever. You know what, since I'm here, let me just take a look around. Let me see if I could get some stuff here while I'm here. But yeah, so I took the longest to finish my food. So the friend who drove me there, he had to actually work the night shift at 10 p.m. So he left at 9:30. So it was just me, the 2 other friends, and that one guy. So I don't have any of the clothes here, so since I'm going on a spending spree, I may as well. I do not have this, right? Yeah. I don't want to accidentally buy something I already own. I already have one of these, but I don't have any of these. So after we finished our dinner, we all went for bubble tea. You know, while we were waiting outside the bubble tea place, because we weren't allowed inside. We had to wait outside because of a certain capacity number. You know what? I think I'm done for tonight. I'm just gonna go to the Great Fairy and see what I can upgrade and finish this story. So, while we were outside waiting, you know, I was just like, damn. Like, the topic just naturally came up, so I'm like, damn, everyone I knew in the past is now taller than me. I'm the only one who stayed this short. Even shorter people I knew back then are taller than me now. You know, they tried to boost me up, you know, not that way. Like, they didn't make me ride on their shoulders, but they tried to boost my crap, what's the word? Oops. Like, they tried to, you know, cheer me up in a way. They were like, you know what, it's fine, man. You know, girls don't care about height. Or at least girls shouldn't. I don't remember exactly what they even said anymore. They're like, height doesn't matter. It's just your body. You can't control it sometimes. They say as I look up at 2 enormous dudes. Boost your esteem? Maybe. They were trying to cheer me up. They were trying to, you know, encourage me or whatever. Like, some encouraging words about how pathetically short I am. Hey, buddy. My tall friend in chat. This dude lied out his ass. He's like, I am not 6 foot tall. I'm like 5'10". And then the other dude with me was like, I'm 5'10". There's no way you're not 6 feet tall. Like, the whole time I was with these guys, I'm like, man, shut your lying ass, capping ass, skyscraper looking ass up. There ain't no way you aren't 6 feet tall. Yo, my boy, I don't think you heard this part of the story. So after we got bubble tea, we went back to, I don't know why these guys are so obsessed with this place. But, you know, they drove us back to our old middle school. They're just obsessed with going there. So we borderline did some flat out illegal shit just now, or that night. I need to sneeze, by the way. I feel a sneeze coming. So when we arrived at, yes, at CP. When we arrived there, we did some flat out illegal shit that thankfully nobody caught us doing, but I'm low-key self-snitching here. All I hope is that our license plate weren't caught on security cameras. So, my boy, you know this. So you remember the back field of the school, like the backyard where the kids would go play during recess? And how the parking lot was right beside it? So, we went to the back. I thought they were gonna park at the parking lot. But no, they just kept on driving. They drove their cars into the back pavement field. I really feel a sneeze coming. So, you know, we were driving on the back pavement, which we already were not allowed to do. But then, you know, the car I was in was parked. You know, we parked right in front of the doors where we would enter after recess is over. The other dude, you know what he did? Motherfucker started, like, he revved his car, drove into the grassy field, and began doing donuts. It's like, man, this dude's about to get us arrested. He was doing donuts in his car on the grass field. Like, we're so lucky that the school is downright abandoned, because, you know, pandemic times, not a damn person is in there. So luckily no one saw us, at least I hope not. At least if they did, they didn't have enough time to call the cops on us. Like, we jumped cars. Me and the guy who I was in the car with, we went into his car. The four of us were doing donuts on the field. And then, you know, me and him, we jumped back into the other car. It was like, go, 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 get out of here, hurry up, step on it, get out of here before the cops come. And, you know, we just dashed out of there. We did some donuts on the grass field, and we were out of there. I was shaking, too. Not only because it was a cold night, but I'm like, man, I'm about to get arrested. I'm really about to be arrested for if there's anything... Yo, can you be a partner now? No. I don't think so. So then we went back, like, after we left the crime scene, these guys, we went to I say my because two of the guys went to a different high school. We went to my high school, which is literally right down the street. So we parked our cars, we went to the back, like the back field where there are tables for us to sit at. Yo, pause on that. You joined right as you saw a giant lady kiss the screen. I'm sorry you hear me sniffling. I withheld a sneeze. So while we were at the back of our high school, we were just reminiscing. You know what these fools did? I mentioned we bought bubble tea. So one of the dudes, I don't want to say who, but you probably know which one. He used a straw to suck up the boba, the tapioca, and he started spitballing it at one of the security cameras. Then the other dude chimed in. But yeah, the school was doing renovations. I can be a partner? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I still got stuff to do after this. Ah, yes, the boots. So anyways, we ended up, you know, chatting. We took a walk. We literally walked around the entire building, around the entire high school. We were reminiscing over the past, like me and the two dudes from middle school who I was friends with. We were just thinking about all the chaos we ensued. Like, we were the group of troublemakers at the school. And a lot of people knew that. The teachers even knew that. Like, the staff did. It's like, oh no, it's that group of kids again. Like, we did a bunch of stuff that that I remembered vividly. Some of them I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. We did do that. And some of them, you know, I flat out forgot. They mentioned a guy named Leo from my middle school, and I'm like, who the hell is Leo? They were like, you don't remember Leo? I'm like, it's kind of coming to me. Like, I think I might remember a guy named Leo back in middle school, but I don't remember him anymore. And then, you know, of course, being a group of guys, the topic of girls just had to come up. So we were talking about all the girls back in middle school, the fact that 3 out of 4 of us sitting there chatting had a crush on the same girl. Like, everyone in the school did. I don't know, like, Leo, the one from our high school? I don't think he was the same one from our high school. Damn, I wonder how that felt, you know? Like, having a bunch of people in the school have a crush on you. I wonder how that felt. You know what? Looking back, I'm sure it probably made her feel very uncomfortable. But I wouldn't know. I was never in that position, and I never will be. You know what? Yeah, before I go, let me charge the Master Sword before I forget to for the next time. Imagine being liked? That's crazy. It is. Man, that's just a fantasy that's unreachable. So, you know, I admitted that there was one girl I liked back in 3rd grade. I'm like, you know what? I'm not ashamed to admit this anymore. That was 10 years ago. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit I had a crush on this girl 10 years ago in 3rd grade. And then they were jokingly like, "Yo, hit her up." Like go talk to her. I'm like, how the hell am I gonna go talk to her? Man, if I go talk to her, she's gonna be like, "Who the hell are you? Do I know you?" You know, they were saying stuff like, "Of course she's gonna remember you," and then I went, "At best, what I'm going to get is, oh yeah, it's you." What class did we have again? Like, what grade were we in together? It's like, that's the best I would have gotten. There's no way she would have remembered me. She might have to dig around her memory to be like, what's your name? I'm trying to think, what's your name? Like I might get that. You talk like you never dated someone before. Nah. Like, like I mentioned the girl that the 3 of us had a crush on. I admit I liked her. But back then, I was too much of a pussy to admit that. Like, it was blindingly obvious. Not only me, but everyone else liked her. I never admitted it. Throughout middle school, I never admitted that whoever I liked. Not once. But, you know, that was... Middle school was, like, 7 years ago. So, there's no harm in admitting that now. Let me think. What else? Like, I'm trying to think. What else is there for me to tell from this story before I end things? You know, the guys were telling me stuff like, you know what, height doesn't matter. If you can make a girl laugh, then that's what's important. Talk about high school. I mean, like I said, we caught up. Me and the dude that we didn't really talk in high school, we were like, yeah, we didn't talk since that one class we had in the first year. No eggs. No iron shroom. Seriously? No eggs? Well, I got one. Are there any eggs in that nest up there? I don't think so. I don't think there's really much else. But, yeah. Like, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else that happened that night for me to talk about? So afterwards, you know, one of the homies just drove me back home because, like I said, I don't have my license. So the four of us took a ride in the car, so now all three of them know where I live. You know what? Let me see. Do you have any clothes I don't have yet? Would you tell the girl you liked in middle school that you liked her in middle school? Yeah, sure. Like, I don't see any harm in that. That was what? That was a decade ago. Like, what harm could possibly come in me telling the girl I like back in 3rd grade, hey, I liked you back in 3rd grade. I mean, we already don't talk, like, ever. And if I said that, that would basically solidify that we certainly will never speak again. But it's like, that's not gonna really do me any harm in my life. I'm pretty sure they know anyways. Without me even confirming it, I'm sure they had a hint back then. Is there an apple down here? Is this that bridge? I don't think so. I'm just wasting time now. Pretty sure that's it. You know what? Tell her you're rich. You know what? Like I mentioned this earlier, we're going to do it. I don't need to end at Kakariko anymore. We're gonna end at Hateno Village. We're gonna end at Link's house. Tell her you got 2 Switches and you're about to get a 3rd. Hey girl, look, check out this flex. I got 2 Nintendo Switches. That's quite a flex, not gonna lie. Man, why am I not surrounded by ladies in that case, huh? Tell me that. That's such an amazing flex. I'm sure a lot of girls out there are thinking, you know what guy I want? A guy that has 2 Nintendo Switches. I'm sure every girl is craving a guy like that. All them female Pokemon. Which is exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to end this, and then I'm gonna shiny hunt Pokemon again. You're a genius. Take his advice. Yeah, flexing them 2 Switches. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's it. Unless I'm forgetting any major details from the story, that's basically it. 2 of the guys took a pee in the schoolyard. Because the school was, you know, closed. You know, the school was under renovations. Some of the doors were boarded up, and they were like, yo, let's try to break in. One of these doors is boarded. We could try to pry it open and just walk in. I'm like, I am not getting arrested today, sir. We didn't even break in anyways. Not that I would have. If they did, I would have been out of there. I would have just walked my ass home, even though that takes like 3 hours. Tell them ladies your stories. Man, I'm gonna bore them all to sleep. Anyways, I think that's it for tonight. Let me just double check one more thing, because right now my screen is all messed up. What happens if I exit full screen? Do you guys see any difference? Tell Okay, I have to turn on the volume to see where the video is. Anyways, I think that's it for tonight. Let me just double check one more thing, because right now my screen. Okay, you don't see anything different. Okay, so it's just my end that I see a messed up screen, but for you guys it looks fine. Show them your amiibo collection. They're gonna love an idiot who wastes all their money. But I think that's enough for tonight. I've been on for an hour and 46 minutes. That's long enough. I'm gonna go shiny hunt. Well, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye, guys. I'll more than likely chat with all of you right after on Discord. But whatever. See ya.